enjoy some of the best and safest drinking water in the world. More than 55,000 community public water systems across this country manage a very complex task of treating and delivering water that is safe to drink and provides arguably the safest water ever produced. But we often take this for granted. Having access to safe and reliable drinking water is critical. It's an essential building block of life, and having a safe, abundant supply is critical. However, increasingly we're hearing communities across the country that have high lead levels from samples taken from home faucets. The Federal Safe Drinking Water Act and the timelines in the allows drinking water systems have to comply with the lead program, in my opinion, and Ohio's opinion, are ridiculously long. And we recognize that we can't wait until 2017 or 2018 for US EPA to update this program as the federal EPA has indicated it will. This is why Ohio has and will continue to act aggressively, become a national leader in putting in place through House Bill 512, which was passed recently to protect public health and drinking water. We are at Southside Middle School today because as part of our effort on lead, over $12 million is now available and up to $15,000 per school to help schools built before 1990 identify sources of lead in drinking water and replace outdated lead-based fixtures. We've encouraged all schools and superintendents across this state to take advantage of this money. We're very encouraged that Superintendent Mook and others are ready and stand willing to take advantage of this so that parents, teachers, and schools are at the front of getting lead out of their schools.
Nothing matters more to me than the health and safety of my daughter. And no parent should be left wondering whether the water their child is drinking at home or at school is safe. And that's exactly why this bill is so essential. It's increasingly popular these days to criticize the political process as moving too slow, to point to the polarization and the partisan bickering, and to say that the system is broken. But this law shows what can happen when our leaders pull together and rise to the challenge, when they reach across the aisle and focus on what needs to be done. Thanks to the leadership of the governor, Director Butler, Representative Ginter, Senator Schiavone, Ohio is now a national leader in protecting families and communities from the risks of lead exposure through drinking water.
Well, the governor has been pushing hard for economic growth throughout the state and in particular the Mahoning Valley. He has not left other important areas of focus behind, like quality water. There was a lot of attention this past year and across the nation on lead containment, and I'm really proud of Ohio's leaders, both Democrats and Republicans, who have stepped up to strengthen the communication with citizens where lead may be detected in the drinking water.
I think we still need to make more investment into making sure that we have testing centers, testing sites for children. We have to make sure that we're investing into water quality systems. And at the end of the day, we have to replace this aged infrastructure, because if you don't have lead pipes, then you won't have lead exposure. And it's a long road, it's a costly road, but it's one that I think that we need to do, not only as a community and as a state, but as a country.
You know, occasionally an opportunity comes along to be a part of something that will positively affect the lives of every Ohioan, and such is the case today with HB 512. I want to thank my friends in both the House and the Senate for prioritizing this bill and for voting unanimously in favor of it to ensure that Ohioans are provided with safe drinking water, and if high lead levels are discovered, they're notified as soon as possible, which I think everyone in this room would agree on.
It's kind of amazing to me that when we find out we have a problem in our communities, we take like 30 days or 60 days to let people know. That's not appropriate. So we've got to get into the 2-day. And I think Ohio, well, this puts Ohio in the front. We are the leader in the country now in dealing with this problem. I mean, it's a serious problem. We saw it, of course, in Flint. We saw just a piece of it in Sebring. We have a lot of old infrastructure, and there are ways to deal with it. But of course, people need to be aware of the danger and be able to act accordingly, which is what we tried to do. One of the things is this Ohio Public Works group now is going to make money available to dealing with the service lines. Those are the lines that go into people's homes. So we're coming at this in multiple ways: early notification, testing, remediation. I mean, it's why we are now the leader in the country, and I think we'll end up finding probably the federal EPA moving in a direction of where we are. And it won't be the first time we've been a leader. We've been actually a leader on water before, where we were given primary responsibility. We got to figure out how we do it, because we matter. We're important. God made us special. So we need to figure out what our challenges are and dig in. All these big wig politicians, we can help, but at the end of the day, it's in us. It's not in somebody down in Columbus.